The holidays start here at Kroger with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. You could do a classic herb-roasted turkey or spice it up and make turkey tacos. Serve up a go-to shrimp cocktail or use Simple Truth wild-caught shrimp for your first Cajun risotto. Make creamy mac and cheese or a spinach artichoke fondue from our selection of Murray's cheese. No matter how you shop, Kroger has all the freshest ingredients to embrace all your holiday traditions. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hi, I'm Daniel Hill, and welcome to my Instagram Stories Flash Briefing. You can find me on Instagram at Daniel Hill Media. Today, Mark Zuckerberg posted a super long article entitled A Privacy-Focused Vision for Social Networking. Now, I'm going to get into some of the points that he promises in this article, but there are some things that I think you need to know as a background. He starts out by talking about how over the last 15 years, Facebook and Instagram have helped people connect with friends, communities, and interests in the digital equivalent of a town square. But people increasingly also want to connect privately in the digital equivalent of a living room. As Mark Zuckerberg thinks about the future of the internet, he believes that privacy-focused communications will become even more important than today's open platform. Privacy gives people the freedom to be themselves and connect more naturally, which is why he says he does this whole thing in the first place. He's basically promising throughout this article an interoperable, privacy-focused platform between Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, and tie that all together using Messenger. He promises to keep people's private interactions private, have things encrypted where possible, reduce permanence where people don't want permanence. For instance, nobody wants to be embarrassed by their high school photos when they're going on a job interview. Safety, interoperability, and secure data storage are all key factors in the points that his goal for security and interoperability is illustrated by an example he uses where a person, for instance, discovers a business on Instagram, transitions to their preferred messaging app for secure payments and customer support, whether that's WhatsApp or Messenger or something else. But yet in another scenario, a person wants to catch up with a friend and can send them a message that goes to their preferred app without having to think about where that person prefers to be reached. And wow, do we really need that? Or in a third example, where you post a story from your day across both Facebook and Instagram and can get all the replies from your friends in one place. Yes, we also really need that. He does go into some of the problems inherent with actually implementing that. For instance, Apple doesn't allow apps to interoperate with SMS on their devices, so some of the things that he's talking about would only be possible on Android. Sorry, Apple folks, with your old technology. He also points out that they would need to make sure that interoperability doesn't compromise the expectation of encryption that we're already used to from WhatsApp and frankly needs to be standard across the board. If you have some time, I would definitely encourage you to take a look at this article, but be warned, it is extremely long. Due to the fact of how long this article is and how much I've talked about it, I'm going to dispense with the question of the day for today, but please send in your questions and I'll be glad to answer them tomorrow. Thanks for listening.